Hello my preschool friends and welcome to our story time video. Today's story is Something from Nothing, written by Phoebe Gilman. Now, based on this cover and the name of the book, what do you think it's about? That is a great idea. So here we have an older man and then a little boy, maybe his grandson, and they're holding something. So they're holding what looks to be like a piece of cloth maybe. And the title suggests that they're going to create something from nothing. Have you ever done that before? Really? Well, that sounds really cool. I've made something from like other things, but I've never made something from nothing. So let's read and find out how these two make something from nothing. Something from Nothing, written by Phoebe Gilman. When Joseph was a baby, his grandfather made him a wonderful blanket. To keep him warm and cozy and to chase away bad dreams. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful blanket grew older too. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your blanket. It's frazzled, it's worn. It's unsightly, it's torn. It is time to throw it out." Do you think Joseph wanted to throw out his blanket? Do you think he throws it out? Let's find out. "Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the blanket and turned it around and around. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. "There's just enough material here to make." What do you think he's going to make? Well, let's find out. A wonderful jacket. Joseph put on the wonderful jacket and went outside to play. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful jacket, it grew older too. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at you. Look at your jacket. It's shrunken and small and doesn't fit you at all. It is time to throw it out." What do you think Joseph's going to do with the jacket? Maybe. "Grandpa can fix it," he said. Joseph's grandfather took the jacket and turned it around and around in his hands. He said as his scissors went snip, snip, snip. His needle flew in and out and in and out. "There's just enough material here to make." What is he going to make this time? Maybe. Let's find out. A wonderful vest. Joseph wore the wonderful vest to school the very next day. But as Joseph grew older, the wonderful vest, it grew older too. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your vest. It's spotted with glue and there's paint on it too. It's time to throw it out." What do you think Joseph's going to do? Maybe. "Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the vest and turned it around and around. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. "There's just enough material here to make." What is he going to make this time? He just might. A wonderful tie. Joseph wore the wonderful tie to his grandparents' house every Friday. But as Joseph grew older, his wonderful tie grew older too. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your tie. This big stain of soup makes the end of it droop. It's time to throw it out." What do you think he's going to do? Maybe. "Grandpa can fix it," he said. Joseph's grandfather took the tie and turned it around and around. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. "There's just enough material here to make." What is he going to make this time? There's not much material left. It's just a tie. It's really thin. I wonder what he's going to make. A wonderful handkerchief. Joseph used the wonderful handkerchief to keep his pebble collection safe. But As Joseph grew older, his wonderful handkerchief grew older too. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, look at your handkerchief. It's been used till it's tattered, and it's splotched, and it's splattered. It is time to throw it out." Do you think Joseph is going to throw it out? Yeah, it's special to him. What do you think he's going to do instead? Maybe. Let's see. "Grandpa can fix it," Joseph said. Joseph's grandfather took the handkerchief and turned it around and around in his hands. He said as his scissors went snip, 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 and his needle flew in and out and in and out. "There's just enough material here to make." What do you think he's going to make? Maybe. Let's see. A wonderful button. Joseph wore the wonderful button on his suspenders to hold his pants up. One day his mother said to him, "Joseph, where is your button?" Joseph looked, and it was gone. Where do you think the button went off to? Oh, maybe. I hope he finds it. He searched everywhere, but he could not find the button. Joseph ran down to his grandfather's house. "My button! My wonderful button is lost!" His mother ran off after him. "Joseph, listen to me." What do you think she's going to tell him? Maybe. Let's see. "The button is gone. Finished. Kaput. Even your grandfather can't make something from nothing." Joseph's grandfather shook his head sadly. "I'm afraid that your mother is right, Joseph," he said. The next day, Joseph went to school. He said, as his pen went scritch, scratch over the paper. "There's just enough material here to make." What is Joseph doing? Oh, he made a wonderful story. So what did Joseph write about in his story? Yeah, he wrote about the little piece of fabric and turning something from nothing. So from nothing, he made a wonderful story. Now, my friends, at the very end of every single page, right down here, did you see? It was telling its own little story with these little mice. So as we go through, did you notice the little mice in the bottom and what they were doing? If you listen to the story again, look at the little mice pictures and see what they're doing. I can't believe how many stories were going on in this book. There was Joseph and his grandfather and his family, but there was also those little mice. On the very, very bottom, every time that Grandpa cut up the fabric, the little mice got the fabric and made something out of all of it too. You see them wearing little dresses. You see them wearing little outfits and using the fabric, the blue star fabric, throughout their home too. So they made something from the fabric as well. They were able to take the scraps and turn it into something perfect. Now at the end of the story, little Joseph, he did something from nothing. What did he do? Yeah, he wrote the story about all of the fabric. He told the story of everything that he got, that his grandfather made him. He turned the missing fabric, the missing button, and turned that nothing into something. That is pretty amazing, my friends. Have you ever made something from fabric before? If you have, what'd you do with all the scraps? What did you do when it was all gross and all dirty and all messy? What if it was torn? Yeah, were you like Joseph and you problem solved, you fixed it, you figured out what you could do instead with it? That is awesome. All right, my friends, thank you so much for listening to our story. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you next time, my friends. Bye-bye for now.